Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here again with another video for you all. So my day starts off with getting a coffee from Pret and getting started straight away with my emails. I usually spend a few hours at my desk working away, replying to emails, getting tasks done, all of that good stuff before taking my lunch around 12 o'clock. I then head over and grab myself some lunch today. I got myself my favorite salad from Grilled. If you guys know me, you will know I love this salad. I've been eating it for about 8 years. The place hasn't changed. Doesn't look that appetizing, believe me, but it is so good. It's in the Reuters Plaza in Canary Wharf, and yeah, just an amazing salad. And it's affordable too. I think it's £8. Used to be £4 back in the day, but inflation, we move. And yeah, so I take my lunch away from my desk and I really love it. It just gives me a bit of me time and time to just relax. These deliciously Ella salted caramel, actually these ones are not salted caramel, these are chocolate orange almonds, are amazing, let me tell you. Just in the lift at work. It's been a hectic day going back to my desk after getting some water. So hectic. So I've just finished work, guys, and I'm going home. The lighting is not that great here, but yeah, I'm off for home. It's been a long day, honestly. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna go home and talk to you guys. Guys, just gotten home. Just a little bit snuffly. Just took a meeting on the phone. I'm just gonna unpack my laptop and stuff. Also, so sorry about the lighting. It is not giving. I know, it's very ghoulish. It's been such a busy day. I have had probably like the busiest few weeks at work. It's a busy period. It's a busy period of the year in what I do, where I work. So it's just manic. I've tried to vlog throughout the day, but I know probably I didn't get great content for you guys. But this is honestly a realistic day in the life. I'm tired. I get to work around 8 o'clock when I go into the office. So when I work from home, it's slightly later. I start slightly later and I finish slightly later. But when I go into the office, I start very early and I get home around 6. So it's 6-ish now. And I'm filming on my phone actually, which is also why like the content isn't that great. I have to be honest, like the camera, this is the front camera, it's not the best. I find pre-2020, I did work from home occasionally, but what I found was when I worked in the office and I came home, I did 0 work. I had more of that divide between work and life. And now when I come home, like the first thing I'll do is get my laptop out my bag, and I will just like log in, and that's really not healthy. Like honestly, I don't think that's healthy. I always say to myself, oh, it's because I want to get ready for the next day. I'm creating a nice routine for myself the next day because everything's set up, ready to go. But in reality, is that really what's happening, or am I eating into my personal time? Don't know. That's the big dilemma. I will be right back to do a little bit of a debrief. Hopefully this lighting is slightly better. I thought I'd just come and quickly talk through like my day, because I know I've been taking like random clips throughout the day, and I just wanted to kind of showcase like a real day in the life. Like a real day in the life doesn't allow you, I mean, a real day in the life in my life doesn't allow you to capture content, because capturing that whilst you're in it is like, I mean, you could say another full-time job. But honestly, like, try to be real. I'm trying to be like super real. It's been so busy. I think my hair says it all. My voice says it all. I am run down. I have a cold. Can barely speak. Today is my realistic day in the life. all I do when I get to work is I get to work, I go for a coffee. In the morning, I get a tea or a coffee, and I get started straight away. Apologies for the noise in the background. And I just like crack on, and then I don't get a break until 11:50, 12. When you work in Canary Wharf, you know you need to get out before 12 to get your lunch, which is why I say 11:50. So I go at 11:50 to go get my lunch. I'm back by, you know, 10 past 12. It honestly, it's a grind. If you know the Canary Wharf lunchtime struggle, then you know getting out at lunchtime, getting your lunch, getting back to your office is a grind because there's queues everywhere. It's just the way it is. It's always been like that. I always have said, I've been living and working in Canary Wharf for nearly a decade, and I've always said, avoid Canary Wharf between 12 and 2 and you're good. You go in at 12 to 2, it's a recipe for disaster. Anyway, go get my lunch, come back, I eat it. So the one thing I do strictly, and I mentioned this in my previous vlog, and I'm such a like avid, I don't know what the right word is, but I always say this, and I've said this for my entire working career, is do not eat lunch at your desk if you don't have to. If you don't want to, if you don't have to, don't eat lunch at your desk. I'm a strong believer in eating lunch away from your desk, being present when you eat your lunch, when you eat your food, and enjoying it, because let's be realistic, can you even enjoy your food whilst you're sitting behind a computer screen? Like, what are you actually doing? Are you eating? Are you doing emails? Are you on a call? Like, what's going on? So I always eat my lunch away from my desk. I take the full hour most days. I'm going to be clear about that. I'm not here to romanticize grinding. There is a time, there is a place for that grind and for that hustle, of course, but I don't feel like that needs to be romanticized, because that's not the way to live. Like, you know, you need to work hard, you need to grind, you know, to get your goals, to reach your goals and achieve all your dreams, etc. But, you know, I'm not here to romanticize that, because honestly, life is for living, enjoying, you know, fruits of your labor, fruits of your hustle, but it's not about struggling and not even having time to eat your lunch. Anyway, going off on a tangent, have lunch for an hour. Most days an hour. I listen to a podcast. Oh my god, I'm gonna plug in Jamie Lang's and Sophie Haboo's podcast called NewlyWeds. If you've not heard of it, where have you been? Honestly, I discovered it about, I want to say 4 months ago. It's the best thing to land anywhere on a Monday. They come out with a new episode every Monday. And actually, am I proposing the pod? I think I'm proposing the pod. Here I am proposing the pod on my YouTube video. Go listen to their podcast, because honestly, they're so funny. Their content is so funny. You're literally going to be laughing out loud. So funny. So anyway, I listen to their podcast on my lunch breaks. I just put it on, put my AirPods in. I watch them on YouTube, and obviously their podcast, I don't know actually if their podcast is anywhere else, but I watch the YouTube videos. It's so funny. Have my lunch, go back to work, and I do not get up from my desk unless I'm going for a catch up, which I very rarely schedule for the afternoons. I usually have my catch ups in the mornings, and then at 3 o'clock or 2:30, I have to make sure I get up from the desk, because otherwise I'm just sitting between, you know, 1 and 5. So around 2:33, I get up away from my desk. I either do schedule a meeting or a catch up away from my desk, or I go and get some water from the water fountain, or I go to the toilet very quickly. I just get a little bit of movement, and I need to be a bit more proactive in getting that movement throughout the day, because honestly, getting up after like 2-3 hours is not great. And then I just get cracking, back to work, back to meetings, and finish by 5:30, and that's like my routine. 5 on a very good day, but realistically 5:30. And then I get home at 6, and that's essentially my day in a nutshell. I've been talking for like 10 minutes now, so I am going to cut it short here. If you want to see more of, I don't know, more content, more vlog type videos, let me know. I used to do weekly vlogs years ago, so if that is something that you're interested in, let me know. Comment down below. But yeah, I want to bring more Canary Wharf content because Canary Wharf has been a huge part of my life, my growing up, almost you could say, for the last 10 years. And there were times where I was so shy to create content in Canary Wharf because I didn't want other professionals looking at me thinking, who is this, like, what you would call now Gen Z kind of person. I'm not Gen Z, nowhere near, but and now I'm just like, I don't care because everyone my age is doing it. Workplaces are doing it, like the firms that we work for, the firms that are in Canary Wharf are creating content and all of that. So what's, you know, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Like, if these big firms and everyone's doing it, like, so what? So I've gotten a little bit more comfortable in creating that content, and hopefully it provides value and entertainment and also information for some of you guys, and, you know, maybe inspiration, because there was once a day where I was aspiring to work in Canary Wharf, and I made that happen. And actually it's been happening for the last 10 years and time has flown like this. But, you know, I grew up in Canary Wharf, living, working, and I feel like it's a place very close to my heart. And if ever I do move away, which will probably happen in the future, it's always going to be a place near and dear to me. Spent all my 20s here, guys, growing up and figuring out not really who I was, but in a way, yeah, because I've grown so much from when I was 21. I don't talk too much about my career on here, also because I have had a career change. Things have shifted over the years, and if you watch my previous videos, you would have known, or if you've been following my journey, I was almost a chartered project manager, didn't quite get my chartered ship. I stopped before I could get that. Do I regret it? No, maybe that's a video for another time. But I've changed course or trajectory of my career completely, for numerous reasons, mainly passion and no regrets. But yeah, it's been a really crazy decade, and hasn't actually hit 10 years yet, but it will within the next year. And I guess I'm just feeling in a bit of a reflective mood. So that is it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.